Alright, today on Gaming with Rin, I decided to do something new. Palette cleanser from all the work I'm doing on the audit stuff. And chose Icarus. Now, Icarus just came out with the expansion pack. I do not have the expansion pack, I'll be totally honest. I'm just playing the base game. I have about 70 hours in this game. And I'm playing it a little bit differently than most other people's, I think. Everyone else is looking for bosses, trying to get out and fight things and get better equipment. I'm nesting. I'm working in an open world base in the survival sort of challenge of trying to make a sustainability build, like seeing if I can actually continue to survive in one place. I don't think anyone's playing that, so I'll show you what I've done so far. Yesterday I returned to the game after not playing it for like several months, and I had to clear the entire base out because it got overgrown in trees. I was like, oh my god. The trees grow when you're not playing. So I had trees growing into my cabin structures and my barns and my warehouse. I'm like, oh. So I spent like 2 hours just clearing that out. So that's part of the reason you didn't see a video yesterday. Also part of the reason you didn't see a video is because I was trying to polish off and finish the audit work. Anyway, where are we here? So, I'm standing inside my little living room, but I'll give you the tour. Uh, actually, no, this is the herbalist quarters. So, I better rest, actually. Before I give you the tour, so it's bright out and you can actually see stuff. So, to sleep, you're going to need to activate the fire, because it has to be warm to sleep. And you turn it off in the morning. Alright. So, just go to the corner of my base here. So this is my encampment here. So I've got 3 little structures. One's just hiding behind the big stone one. I've got a barn on this side, which is to house my little domesticated animals. I've tamed a horse. He was the first thing I tamed. He like ran at me. They left. I killed his mom, and he was left standing there. I felt so bad for him. Like, okay, fine, I'll take him out. I brought him back to the base. He's been with me ever since. And then I found this bird thing. Out when I started to go towards the desert area. So I brought him back as well. So then I'm like, you know what? They give you this huge ass tech tree, right? That's pretty much like, I don't know what I'm supposed to choose. I'm just supposed to pick whatever. And I started leaning into the domesticated animals to sort of take care of these guys. And so I found like, okay, well then I need farming because I need to feed them, so I need seeds. And if I run out of stuff in the environment around me, I won't be able to feed them. So I leaned into farming. And I leaned into all the automation things that would help with that, like electricity and water, and all the manufacturing. So as it gets brighter, you'll see more of my base. But here, I've got a ranching station. I've got all these crops for creating food just to feed my little minion animals over there. Now, you go, well, why are you doing that? They just sit there. It's like, okay, well, A, one, they defend your base. B, two, you can actually take them with you when you go exploring. And they can help you carry things, I think. So the idea is longer term, I'll actually, build them up to create a viable minion to carry with me. So if you hold the stats, like he has stats, right? So he has weight capacity. He can carry stuff. You can make him faster. You can give him more inventory slots. So he can be a pack mule later. So if you wanted to move base, you could create a little pack train with your minions here, and they'll follow you. So right now, like I'm pretty centralized on the map here. Like I've built around the sort of waterfall head of the region here. So I've got water, I've got food and wood and stone around me, and I've got mines. Like I've got a mine up in here and all around those. So here's where I get my gold. That's the deep mining for the gold. I have to find one for copper as well. Looks like there should be a mine or something in this area, um, but it requires more exploring. So anyway, so this is my barn. They sleep downstairs. I've got my bench here for animal skinning. Yeah, I put it right next to the animals to scare them. And my repair bench, my oxygen creation over here. Upstairs, I've got my sort of tailoring and apothecary residence. So this is my bed because I'm the only one who's leveled up enough to create the medicines, I would say. Like most multiplayers don't use the medicines, I'm guessing. But I wanted to be a herbalist apothecary build, so I created a character who had the ability to cure myself of poison. So I have healing pods. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use healing pods. So up here I've got seed creation. So this is what I use to feed my animals below. And I've got medicine creation and I've got tailoring for armors. So furs and armors. So this is what I keep on this side. And then as I go into the main structure, this is my major workshop. So I've got like resource gathering storage on either side. And most of my crafting benches are in here. So I've got my fabricator, my cement mixer, my glassworking, carpentry, decorations, alterations, electric textiles. So this thing was way too industrial for me to put up into the herbalist zone. I left the other one over there. I put the electric one here. We got the advanced masonry, a water wheel for basic, to power my lights at night. We got the foundry and the electric furnace. So I have all the older equipment still here if I want to move on and make a more primitive base in the different region later. I didn't destroy the stuff. Here's my operations. So like calling for delivery pods and gaining missions. I got a beehive that's almost... I'm missing one component on the beehive, but it gets me the honey I need, or sorry, the beeswax and honey stuff I need. And I've got over here. I've put my flowery plants for herbalism. I'm gonna move stuff up there now that I've created my second floor. On this side is the little fishing cabin. So I got a little sitting spot with a couple of the tree-like plants. And over here I got mushrooms and thorns for like the fishing tackle stuff. Oh, that one looks like it's done. And you'll notice in the top left corner, I get experience points for just harvesting crops. So I don't have to move very far to level at a slow pace. We got fishing in here, which is the fishing bench. And I've got another bed here, so if I had a multiplayer player who was taking care of the meat and fish production, he could live in here and do his own fishing and have his own little base. So my fish are just down here under my little dam bridge. That keeps out most of the animals, but every once in a while I'll get a deer that's still able to sneak in. And you can see I built a big palisade around the whole structure to keep most of the animals out, which it seems to be doing a pretty good job on that side. We'll go up to the top floors now of the main structure. Alright, so on the second floor is the kitchen and the common social area. So I've got a marble kitchen bench, a plum sink, a salting station, a fridge. Just a simple little table over there, just for decoration. Storage here, which basically just holds some spare honey and sponges. And we've got a little sort of common area, which right now just has a fireplace to heat the whole structure, and a chair to sit by the fire. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to put back here. If it was going to be like an aquarium or something. I haven't decided that. yet because I haven't unlocked any decoration tech for it. Upstairs is the craftsman's quarters, so whoever's doing the crafting and the building, mining, gathering, they get the nice bed up here. And I'm debating getting rid of this door and just putting more stuff against that back wall. And then we have this space here, which I'm slowly going to build up into my, my water and electricity powered fields. That gives me the fastest plant growth. So the problem with these is they require electronics. Electronics are resource intensive, so you've got to continually mine to get them. So they're going to take a while, and right now I've been working on my mining kit, so you can sort of see it from above what it looks like on the side. So right now I have the primitive farming down there, and I'm going to gradually move it up here to the more power and water managed farming. It gives me all the nice bonuses. So tech-wise, you can sort of see I've leaned into the industrialization, but then I had to stop when all the industrialization was requiring electronics. Because the electronics requires gold and copper, and I'm like strapped for gold and copper. I have I have like 50 copper left and no gold. So we have to find a source of gold and copper somewhere. I'm just gonna repair this. Titanium ingots. Ooh. And I should repair my... I think I have to repair this bench. Lantern as well. Alright. So we're gonna go out. I don't take the animals when I go out. I just make sure they're fed. I should feed you guys before I leave. And then I'll go get them more seeds on the way back in. So you have to use quite a bit of resources to feed them, which is a pain in the ass. I've already like upped the limits so that they consume as little food as possible, but they still kind of suck a lot of food out. So I'm trying to get to the point where I create enough food to manage them myself. Like I can't take on any more animals until I get that relatively sorted. Alright guys, bon appetit. Is there anything else I have? I can just drop some. So I don't need fertilizer up in the electrical and water powered area. But I do kind of need it down here on the normal plots to maintain crop speed. So I have like the corn here, which I can use to feed the animal minions. And make sure to pick up some of this stuff. So we're looking for copper mostly, but I'm looking for deep deposits specifically. What is this? This is silica. Let's take a little bit of that. Oh, I left my mining kit. So when you go deep mining, you need to have a specific tool that you have to lean into and make sure to build before you run out of resources or you get stuck in the game. I think I barely did it. And what that thing is called, over here is my little warehouse. I decided to store extra stuff. I've got like boxes to store things and a little watchtower here. You can stand on the wall and look out and see what's going on. So the mining kit requires power and the deep mine drill. So I have to figure out where I'm gonna get copper. That's the one I'm not too sure about. But I know where to get gold. So those are the two things you need right now to make the electronics in this game. So what I could do today is I could start looking for copper sources. But I probably should start out by just topping up my gold. Because I have no gold. I have a little bit of copper left. Okay, I don't have to kill the deer because they're non-combatant, but those horses tend to attack me. The bunnies and deers are not going to hurt me. I'm gathering some of these foods. I'm going to use it to make seeds to feed the animals with. They don't tend to seem to. They don't seem to want to eat the vegetables. I find they want seeds. Like the feed I make them through the seeds. Okay, so you can see I've left the wiring out here for where to power my stuff. So I deploy you over here. And I deploy you over here. And then I turn on my wiring. Put that up. Hook that up, and then I have to go in the cave. So the wiring sort of filled itself through here. I don't leave the mining stuff behind because if the cave is going to spawn creatures, I'm afraid they're going to destroy the mining equipment. So whenever I'm done mining, I take the mining equipment back with me. All I really want back is my arrows. I don't really care about this stuff because I'm not using it for anything. Oh, there's no arrow there. Okay. So, over here is my gold mining deposit. And then we got eggs. I'm gonna re-hook this up. And while that's running, I can go around and kill the rest of the... That'll start running and that... Oops. And usually what I do is I just go and clear whatever is not already cleared here. Okay. I got healing potions if I take a little bit too much damage in here. This appears to be titanium. No, it's platinum, but we'll take it. Why not? I don't need it. I need copper. I gotta get around back there. So I got iron on this side. There's something up here. Oh, it's more iron. I'll take a little bit of iron. But yeah, for the most part, that's all I got in here. Is just some leftover iron back here and my deep deposit. I'm just sort of making sure. There's something here. Ah, copper. Oh, that's the salt deposit below me. Alright, well I got a little bit of copper, so I'll take it. There's a salt deposit, but I don't need salt. So all these deep mining things, I only have one deep mining kit. Okay, I'm just gonna pick up my arrows if I can. My lantern goes out if I jump too far into the water. Let's get my arrows back. Sometimes you can pick up the arrows, but not always. Saves me on making new arrows. So up there that looks like iron. So you can like build, there's more iron. I don't need iron, no, I need copper. Alright, so as you can see, it takes some time. I'll stop for a little break here. Oh, I always carry spare oxygen, because... Oh. Sometimes I forget to refill it. So I like to carry a spare. This is going to take a little bit of time. I like to get about 25 before I run back. So we got 35 platinum, 34 ore, 25 iron. That's not so bad. We get a little bit of top up here. Like what I could do is I could wander around outside and gather some stuff in the immediate area without going too far from my miner. Well, it does its thing. So you need not one of these, but two to power it, which is a pain in the ass, but I did it, so I have my kit. But it means I can only really do one run at a time, right? So, these things attack you, so you have no choice but to take them out. Okay. So I'm looking for food, I'm looking for, like, seeds. I can grab some of these mineral things. I can grab some more oxide. Oxite's used for making the oxygen that we need to breathe, because it's toxic planets. So we need oxygen tanks. So I can grab some of this stuff. What else do I have? Okay. I have a little bit of stone. What about the silica ore? And is there any sulfur up here? Seeds. So sulfur is yellow. Here's my cave. So sometimes I can get a little bit of everything. That'd be good. I'm only at half weight, so I'm not strapped for, good. Sulfur. So obviously as you consume everything, you gotta start going further and further out. So I'm just about halfway right now. And I have to maintain... Ooh, I'm gonna have to drop something. So we're gonna eat these carrots. Because I need to carry my 2 powers and my mining back. So I have to make sure I have the spots for that. There is a little bit of strategy to this. Like I said, I had to slowly build up based on, like, you don't unlock things you can't build yet, for example. So if a thing says it needs electronics, if you haven't unlocked electronics, you gotta unlock electronics first. If you don't have the deep miner, that means you can't, you know, you'll run out of resources. You have to look further and further out on the map. So you can sort of see how far I've gone out on the map looking for resources before I got my deep miner. Like I figured out where the snow area was and where the desert area was. So I got about 15, I'm gonna wait for 10 more gold. And then we'll head back. So I can sort of sit here in the dark and let's look at our tech tree while that's doing. So, so obviously I started out on the, you know, the base stuff. Like I built tools I needed to sort of survive, some basic bandages. When I had time, I was putting points into the med kit because my original goal was I was going to be a herbalist because I always play combat medics or herbalists or healers. But then, like I said, I need the seed extractor to feed the animals. So I started leaning into that and into the domestication path. You need oxygen to survive and breathe, so that made sense, and having the bladders to stock them. The furnace was for crafting. This stuff was for getting the missions. And then obviously the basic crafting stuff. So I didn't put pretty much any points into anything except for the basics down here. You see I skipped like the lower tier tools, pretty much mostly. I did put points into the farming, not so much the fertilizers and the foods. I put my stuff into the healing pots and the curing of the illnesses. I started unlocking the crafting as the toolkits required it. Like if I needed flour to make medicines, epoxies to make crafting tools, steel to make steel, poison to make poison cure, carbon to make manufacturing. I did basic fishing. I tried basic fishing out. But I didn't do much else beyond basic fishing. What else we got? We have the beehives. I use the beehives because I leaned into the beeswax as a, you know, for upgrading armor and for making stronger bases. I'm still missing the extractor here. Like I'm still processing the honey into honeycomb in myself. But I should do that one eventually. It's just it needs the electronics, and I have a higher priority right now on electronics for like other things. I did the palisades. It seems to work for keeping most of the animals away from my stuff. I did ranching, at least up to the large water trough. I don't find a need for the large food trough. The small one does what I need for right now. You know, it's one at a time eating, but, you know, they get what they need, so it's sufficient, so I haven't upgraded that yet. Decorations, I put a few things in the house, so I got the rustic stuff. Lightning rods, so the lightning couldn't destroy my base. Burn my base down, but I haven't done much of this ranch stuff. Like there's some stylization to make pretty ranches and nicer cupboards and nicer furnitures. I should do this one eventually. So I can upscale my furniture. And you can sort of see, oh yeah, look, there's all these different things. You can get nicer chairs, nicer beds, some target dummies. Like, a lot of this is cosmetics, so I was trying to do the more practical stuff first. Like, I leaned into having nicer bases that based on, stronger durability walls and stuff like that. So we got the machine bench. I skipped the alteration bench. I found one in a mission, so I never needed to make it. Like, they gave it to me as a mission reward once, so I didn't bother with it. Fire extinguisher might be useful. But I found the lightning poles did most of the job for me. So then you need this stuff for manufacturing. I accidentally unlocked this trying to move the scroll bar, which pissed me off so hard. It stole one of my points. But I got some basic water tools. I did the recurve bow because I liked it. I tried it out on one of the missions and I found it worked well for me, so I've been using that. Let's see, I got the repair bench. I'm not sure what this one's for. It says it's an upgrade for the contact device that lets me do encoded missions. I don't know what the difference between an encoded mission and a regular mission is. So I might have to do this one eventually. It doesn't require electronics, so I might put a point into it. But it does require a lot of copper wire, which is going to get in the way of my electronics. I haven't even bothered with the smoker here yet. There's my medicines. I got textiles down there. I haven't even done better armor, so I haven't moved on to the harder areas yet. I'm kind of nesting and circling around the area I'm already in. So you can see I didn't bother with the glass stuff yet, so you can get concrete walls and glass building walls, which I want to do soon. So I can get glass windows. Because you can sort of see I'm still kind of primitive on my toolkit. I'm level 41, so I've got a fair level in. But I've been trying to, like I said, work on the stuff that's practical, like the deep mining and the extraction tools is what I'm working on right now. That's the phase. So I've built most of the deep extractors, but I'm missing one. I need the one for the geysers. So I tried out the Thumper. I'm one of the few players who tried that out. You have to defeat like giant worms, but it'll refresh all of the stuff in a mine. It's kind of deadly. So my healing kit really helped me out there, my apothecary tools. But it's not as easy as using the the deep mining extractor here, the drill. The electric extractor is for the exotics deposits. So if I find an exotic deposit, I gotta use this one, so I built that. This one is for volcanic regions and trees. So I don't know how that works yet, I haven't built that one, but I'm not close enough to the desert to make it practical. I did create some titanium tools up here. So I have some slightly better tools. I don't, for some reason I'm carrying around an iron axe, so I don't know what happened to my titanium axe. It's like something downgraded the axe when I wasn't looking. Or I never upgraded it. I don't know. I have basic lights in, nothing fancy. I just unlocked the chemistry bench, which I was gonna use for more resistances. So then this one's for creating batteries, which I was gonna start working on maybe that, but I just also, so the most recent unlocks was the chemistry bench and the hydroponics crops. So I'm trying to upgrade my, against my kit. But again, I keep finding I have to stop because I need electrons. I haven't done anything on tier 5. I just unlocked tier 5 at 40. So we can do another manufacturer. But I think I don't have the, like, this takes you up into whale. I don't know what this little icon is on the side here. This looks like it's like some crazy, you know, max tier boss-like thing. I'm like, I don't want to unlock any of that yet. This seems like it's, I can go nuclear. I'm not there yet. I don't have, like, uranium deposits or any of that shit. So I don't even know where these, resources are. Like the lithium and the whatever, so, and the oil. So I'm like, at this point, it seems pointless. So I'm staying tier 4 and below and trying to unlock my kit and unlock more stuff. So that's what I've been trying to do. So we got, I think we got what we need. Okay, so we're gonna just let it finish this one. Okay, take this. And then we're going to pick this up. We're gonna head back. It's probably dark out now. So you can sort of see what I put my points into. I'm leaning into the herbalism, the personal resistances and the healing potion things. I'm also leaning into the farming and the domestication. And the extraction that lets you stay in a smaller... Ooh, I need that. Okay, so what do we have in our inventory that we can get rid of? Yeah, drop that. We are not leaving that wind turbine behind. I don't think we need this. Because we're nesting, right? We're trying to build a homestead and a major sort of base hub on the open world for, you know, for people to... Like, I don't play multiplayer, but if I did, there'd be space for 2 other players on my base, because I have 3 beds. So the goal in mind was to... What was that? Oh, spoiled. Something spoiled and it just dropped on the ground because I have no inventory slots. That's fine. Well, something flew out of my hand there. Alright. I gotta remember to pick some stuff up to feed the animals. So my base should be just down here through the trees. But it's not too far away, you can see where so I know where to get gold. I have to go further out to try and figure out where to get copper. I think I know where it is, but I'll have to take a look. We'll do that on our next run. So in between, it looks like something got into my base here. What the frigging hell, guy? So you'll sort of see. Usually these guys defend themselves. I don't know why they're being lazy. Alright, guys. I don't know what you guys are thinking. So we're gonna just drop bone here temporarily. Just to make sure I got everything from that. Like, what were you doing? Like, I'm thirsty. Okay, well now there's a bone in your drink, guy. Usually the horse is super proactive about attacking things. Okay, so you gotta do the expirable stuff first. So the stuff that, bring the wheat, because we need wheat to build other things. Okay, so those are gonna make seeds, so I have more food for these guys. And I can drink from here. So this thing lets me put in this, and we use it to make fuel. The stringy meat is dried, so I have, I gotta go salt this meat so it doesn't expire unless I just eat it directly. Yeah, we'll just eat it. Okay, and then we check our plants. Now that we're back. A random carrot inside mine. I don't think I have any stuff for you. Okay, we can harvest that. We got melons. We got wheat. Okay. We got some more stuff for you guys. Put the wheat down over here. And the melons here. I'm gonna put the yeast down after the melons because we don't want them expiring in inventory here. So every once in a while, like, those plants will spoil before they can convert them because we have too many things on the seed maker. And then I just dump the spare plants in here. So it creates fertilizer if I remember to put dirt in that thing. Okay, so then we got you guys some more oxide. We got you the gold and the copper. Here's where I was keeping my spare sulfur and silica. Stone. And I got some iron and platinum as well, which I'm just going to dump into this box because I don't need it right now. Oh, I have some carrots. Just check these guys. Not quite done yet. I gotta check the plot above. Yep. So if you look at my bar, I was halfway when we started. I'm almost to my next level. And all I've done is farming and mining. So you can see the nesting is not the worst way to play this game if you're like me, just trying to unlock the tech tree and build up a base with the basics. Right? Because I'm still at the beginning of the game where you don't have the tech trees unlocked and you don't need the challenge of the wider game. So, pickaxe, ship pistol. Do I not have... Like, so the blue things I've gained in, Quest. So, I've unlocked the titanium axe, but for some reason I've never made it. I don't know why. Did I not have enough titanium for it? Maybe I was saving the titanium for the pickaxe. Platinum, copper... Oh, that must be it, because I don't have any titanium. We have to go find titanium somewhere. Damn. Because I'm going to run out of the ability to repair my... Oh, we got a weather event incoming. It's just going to rain. I got a goat! Okay, Mr. Goat. Well, you can run around. I don't really know how you got in, but... Every once in a while, stuff gets in. I don't know how it's getting in. It probably gets around the dam. Let's just unclog this. I have to flip over my... It's the end of the day. You guys are hungry again. You're always hungry. So we need... for spare oxygen. This guy's done. Oh, and I gotta put my mining kit down. You know what? I'll hold on to it because we're gonna go to the other mine and see what deposit we can get out that way. It's the end of the day, so we're gonna rest. Now, what can I use? What do you guys have for me? Pumpkins, watermelons. I gotta make sure I don't use my seeds to excess. I need like the lower, like the 3 if I need to replant, for example. And then I tend to like grab these and throw them in the other side so I know where my stockpiles are. These are all the seed varieties I have right now. I've got about like almost 20 of them. Most of them I didn't bother unlocking. I got them in mission rewards, or I found them in the environment. But yeah, these guys take a lot of food. It takes like 4 foods every time I need to feed them, which is a lot of seeds. I guess I can give you guys with my shovel. Make you some more fertilizer. So you get points for, like, experience points for mining, you get experience points for crafting. There's sticks there. Don't need sticks there. So we can do fertilize, 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 fertilize. So as long as like I have the deep mining kit and I can find the mining spots, then I keep myself alive on, you know, slowly expanding over time. Like I have no problem accessing wood and stone. Like wood and stone is everywhere. It's when you need the metals you start running into problems. Alright, that's enough for now. I'm gonna go repair that shovel now. Repair the shovel. Alright. So I gotta wait till the storm lets up and then I can head back out. We can start working on our next thing. So we were doing the vapor is the next one I wanted to do. So I need 10 electronics for I need 8 more glass. Do I have glass? I have glass, so I don't need more glass. Put this back over here. Okay, so we don't need glass. So the vapor is the last thing I have in my extractor's toolkit. So we need 10 electronics. 10 electronics. So we need to make electronics you need like 10 plus 4. I need 6 more of these. Plus 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And I need like a butt ton of copper. Okay. And then we need the electronics. stuff. So to make electronics, you need a bunch of things. Where's my, it's here. I need epoxy and resin. So if I need 10, I need another 18 resin and 20 epoxy. So 18 resin and 20 epoxy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20 of these. Alright, we're just gonna need the tree sap. Uh, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we need that and that. And you'll see quickly I'm going to run out of copper. Alright, do we have more copper? Do. We're starting to run low. Alright, so vapor. So we've got our electronics. I need 3 more copper wires, and then we need 20 worth of composites. So I need. Okay, so then we need 20 composites. So composites are these things. I need organic resin. So if I need 20, I need to make 20 of these. That leaves up what I have over here of the oxide, but and then we gotta do composite paste. We're gonna need more iron. We picked up some, which is good. So you can see it starts to get resource intensive as you want to upgrade and build things. So the geyser tool will summon monsters, and you have to kill monsters, and you get a reward at the end of it. But it's nice to have if you're trying to farm exotics. So I'm making sure I build it before I run out of resources. Oh, I need one more. So I need titanium to upgrade my pickaxe. We're running low on that. So I have platinum. I have iron. I have aluminum, but I'm running low on titanium, copper, and gold. So I gotta go find a source with that. Okay, so we're gonna drink this. So I gotta make sure to keep the water wheel clean of plant debris and things. And we're gonna go check our fields. Like I said, the fields are what I'm using to feed the animal creatures. So keeping them fed is important. And plus you can see, like, look at all the nice experience I get from the bee plants here. So, like, sort of, I'm getting into the routine. Like, I want to move the beehive up here. To do that, I gotta, like, take all these pieces out. Can I borrow this box? I'll put it back in there in a sec. Oh. I'm trying to move that thing to the roof up here. Okay. So then we go you, and then I want to pick you up. Right now it's kind of leaning on a weird angle. So I want it to sit over here in this corner. Oh. So I want it to go like here. And then we go in here and we add all our little pieces back to it. And then I gotta bring all these things back up here. Put it back on the thing. Limp back upstairs. I don't know why the beeswax is so freaking heavy, but it for some reason is. So I want to leave this middle island open for all the mission critical stuff. Like these things I'm going to leave here. I'm fine with where they are. But there was some upgrades to this stuff. Oh, I lost one of my... Great, awesome. Alright. So up here is going to end up being my main plot area. Once I have all the good, I guess, the field plots in there. Just check over here. So one thing to note is if you don't want to get hit by lightning, so you have to have these lightning rods in your area. So I have like four of them across my base on top of each of the buildings, protecting the area from lightning strikes. Okay, so I guess we can head back out now. Alright, I have some plants and stuff that I need to... How are you guys doing? You're okay? We're running low on, I guess we have that wheat. Dump my sticks in here. Dump my fibers in here. Oh, I know mushrooms. Oh, I have my other... Okay, and carrots. I don't think we'll have enough carrots to convert. Oh, we'll have one. Okay, we'll take whatever we can get. So we're gonna check this way. We're looking for copper. So I have a gate here. there's a huge cornfield here, which is great for making food seeds. So I can keep my animals alive with that as well. So we're gonna go to the other caves that are down this way, looking for different mining deposits. We're looking for a deep mine deposit on copper or titanium. And we're gonna pick up some stuff along the way. I don't need to hurt any of the rabbits. Rabbits are my friends. I think I'm okay on silicate, so we're checking the walls for, we're just picking up some of the oxides. We're checking the walls for mining caves. I know where there are a few, but I don't know what the deposits inside them are. So up this way is a snow area, but it'll hit me with the cold. And I do not have cold resistant armor unlocked yet. So that's another reason I'm kind of still stuck in the forest here. Like, as long as I don't need the copper, I'll survive here indefinitely, I think. So, the problem is I'm using the copper to do expansions. Here's my level. So when we get back, we'll explore our points and see what we want to put it into. No, Wolfie. Denied. Alright. I don't think there are any caves on this wall. I think we gotta go further in. We can stay away from the wolf and let him live. Like, the caves in this direction are a lot further out, so I'm kind of happy that the gold was so close. But it makes it harder to find the copper. Okay, so this looks like a cave. Oh, it's not. It's just a very flat surface. Okay. Keep going. So where am I on the map right now? I know there's a cave, whoops, in this area. Below all this stuff. There's a couple caves down here. I don't know what's in them, I can't remember. So let's see if we can walk down and check it out. Because like I said, we need titanium, we need copper, we need gold. Those are the three major things that we're sort of looking for. Copper and gold for electronics production, for expansion, and titanium to keep upgrading or repairing our mining tools. Otherwise we gotta go back down to steel, which sucks. Okay, so here is a cave. We're gonna bust our way back into. And I don't know why the caves sealed themselves off. Alright, we're busting back through. Alright, that should be enough to get in, right? Alright, so I gotta drop some of this stuff. So, stone piles. Alright. It's aluminum. I don't think I need aluminum yet, but it's a nice to have. Iron. We got bees in this cave, so we can top up our okay. We got stung by bees, but okay, we got a couple bees to make more honey. Deep deposit. Platinum. Iron. Okay, this is not the one we want. This is platinum and iron. Iron. Alright, this is a huge iron deposit. Which isn't... Oh, we have exotics. And we have coal. I should grab the coal. And exotics. So this is not the cave we were looking for, but it's good to know, I guess. Copper? Oh no, it's platinum. It's platinum. I don't need platinum. Iron. So I can bring the platinum back if I want. I have a little bit of a deposit up here at the front. That's aluminum. Okay. So we're gonna drink this. We're gonna eat this. Oh no, it's a storm. Alright, there should be one more cave down on the end here. Is that a wolf? Denied, Mr. Wolfie. And get some bones and stuff for making new arrows. Oops. There should be one more cave down on this corner. Yeah, this big one over here. There's more sulfur. That looks like iron. This looks like what I need. Okay. Iron. Lots of iron. What's this one? Platinum, again, we're looking for titanium. Iron. That looks like copper. Alright, so we found copper, but not a deep mining deposit of it. That's what we were looking for, was a deep mining deposit. But, I mean, having... Okay, so we found the stone deposit, but that's, like, useless. Backpack is getting full. So there's a little bit more copper here if I need copper. So it might be worth coming back here for that. I'm gonna head back with what we've got. We didn't find titanium, which I really, really, really wanted titanium. Oh, we're stuck here until the storm is done. So we're going to continue exploring. Maybe there's another deposit further back. So we've got, in the first one was iron and platinum. This one is stone so far. Stone. Sometimes there's another... Okay, that's what we need, so we gotta drop something. I'm gonna drink, consume that, and just drop this thing. Okay, so we really, really need the titanium. There's also gold here, which I would like to take, so let's drop these sticks. That's the sponge I dropped. I don't need aluminum right now. It's nice to know that it's out here. So we got some more copper on this side. Is there a deposit over here? This one is just stone. 6. I gotta drink something. Because you're dying, like, supremely fast there. So we got stone. So all that's in here appears to be stone. Let me get these arrows. And it's more platinum. So we got stone and more platinum. This gold up here. So I can, the reason I have these is to climb up to this stuff. I think we're out of... So let's stop picking that up. Okay. So we got a little bit more stuff. That's good. Every time I fall in the water, it turns out my light. So this one has a stone deep mining deposit, which isn't going to help us. But we found some stuff in this cave. The rabbit is waiting for us. Yes, you can come hide with us in the cave, rabbit. Don't go too far, there are worms. So you can see I did originally, this is where I placed my thumper. So that's why stuff is still in there again, it's because I rethumped it. Because what the thumper does is it lets you fight a boss. Do I have space in my inventory for wheat? I do not, so stop picking it. If you place the thumper, it'll summon creatures, which are big giant worms, and if you kill the big giant worms, the cave will have um, mining deposits in it again. So that's my like Hail Mary, but that's a lot more deadly than the deep mining slots. So it's a lot better if I can find the deep mining slots. And if I go back to my map, okay, so we're heading back towards the base. Oh, what happened? So we got some bees, we got some resources. It was a successful run, I would say. Oh, I did put the rollover gold onto my inventory bar. Oh, I'm turning out my lantern. I'm just wasting oil for animal fat. Yeah, we are almost back. And then we got another tech level that we can decide what to upgrade. Like what might be useful. Oof. Where's my entrance on? I'm on this south side. Door. Wood wall fortification. Wood wall fortification. I can't even see my door anymore. Here it is. The trees are blocking my door. Alright. So we got some of this. Actually, I can probably put it right in here. Need one of these. Do that. Oh, hold on. Build put some stuff down first. You expire. You expire. You do not expire. You do not expire. Oh, and you do expire. Alright. Alright. So organics are used to unlock stuff in the workshop. I'm going to put the meats here so they can use it to make fuel, biofuel. The biofuel is what's pumping my water here system here. So the water's keeping the, you know, the plants up there fed and the animals fed. I'm going to run through here and quickly harvest all here. You guys are still going. Let's just sort of look at the bar really quickly. Oh, you're done. Nope. Harvest, harvest. 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 Okay, so we got more stuff here. I'll take these off because they will not expire. Actually, the wheat's going here. I have meats I can dry. Give me these. Take these. And I have coffee beans also. Go in here. Leftover stuffs. Get off my bar. Okay, and then I was cycling. What's this? Spoiled plants. Yeah. So I want to take this off. Put that in. Back to inventory. We're putting this into my thing. Alright, so we got all our mining stuff. Coal, gold, titanium, stone. No, stone doesn't go here. Copper, gold. Stone goes on the stone bench. I'm gonna throw the mining kit back. What are you doing, Wolfie? Is that my buddy? He came to help me, but he's like, oh, you don't need the help. Alright. Well, that'll do its thing. We got more materials. Let me just take down that we don't want trees growing here. So, you get the meat. You get the stringy stuff. Oh, that's Kumara. What was I doing? Kumara goes in here. And then I have meats to salt. What was I working on here? We got salts. No, not that. The salts these. So it has a little yellow around it. It's been preserved, which means it won't spoil as fast. And I can dump it in the fridge. Like, what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be eating some of the stuff that's preserved in the fridge, but... so I got some bees. You can have the bees. Upgrade to unlock. Requires the beehive extractor. I gotta do that shit soon. Maybe that's what I should do now. Beehive was in tier 3, right? Maybe it was in tier 2. Decoration bench. Wood burner. Rain preserver. Where the hell's the beehive? So I think I'll get the fire extinguisher for emergencies. I don't want to have to use it, but... Biofuel lamp. Deep mining drill. You can get a biofuel deep mining drill. An advanced creature deterrent. If I want to... Right now they're not so bad. I can survive them. I'm trying to find the... There's the smoker. I don't have the smoker yet, even. Which maybe I should do that too. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm trying to do the beehive. Where's my freaking beehive? It wasn't tier 4, was it? I don't think it was tier 4. Prototype. Solar panels? No. Was it tier 1? Heat extractor. Poison paste. Definitely wasn't tier 1. It was on the top. Trophy bench. Herbalist bench. Basic fishing. Anvil food trough. I thought it was on the top. Okay, we're gonna have to have it highlight because I'm clearly blind. B. That's the bees wax. Here it is. Alright. That's also gonna require electronics. So, we're doing the vapor thing, but we're gonna rest first. I can rest over here, it's fine. And then we're gonna turn this on. Rest in here. It's a new day. We just check our plants up here. Grab that. We gotta turn off our fireplace. Don't have to, I can let it burn down the wood, but why? Okay. I'm getting there. Like every once in a while you're gonna have to swap up the seeds because they stop growing quickly. You gotta let the new ones go because they're too old plants. So let's check our vapor thing again. Did we finish it? I can't remember. I got distracted. So we got you. You. Delete. So when I have excess like this, and dump it into here. And then we have some more seeds. It's usually the corn, I guess. We can make some more. Crafting. And put the leftovers away. And the leftovers here. And here you go, guys. There's some food for you guys to fight over. Alright, and then I can always drink here. Alright. And I can eat something out of the fridge. And then, did I get my vapor thing? Condenser? We have deep mining, electric, thumper. No, we weren't done with vapor. What were we working on? The composites. Okay. The composites done? Yes. Okay, so we got the vapor condenser done. Okay, so we got our deep mining toolkits over here. Whoops, and I have copper. I have a little bit more stone. So I'll put the copper on the bench. Now we gotta get rid of... So what you do with exotics is you have to call down this thing. And it'll drop this pod. And sometimes it drops the pod inside my wall, and sometimes it drops the pod outside my wall. Right now it's dropping it outside. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to the pod, and you gotta put this stuff into the pod. And then it'll add it to your, I gotta do these things. So it shows up on your little helper map thing here, saying, oh yeah, it's over here. So then you put these things in here and you deliver that to the station. So then I get 30 points. And that adds to my, you know, when you load in your workshop. Now, I was working on farming. So my talent point was increasing the yield when harvesting by hands. So basically I want more stuff so I can feed my guys. So I'm going down this get more resources path down here. And I'm also doing this one. Because I'm using that to feed my animals. So that I don't have to fight as hard and go as far out. So I can homestead a little bit and just peter around here if I'm being lazy and just gain points by farming. So I'm trying to make the base relatively sustainable, but right now I still kind of do need to go out there and harvest plants to keep them fed. Alright. I'll take the spoiled plants back out. And I'm dropping fibers, bones. Alright. Okay. So now we can get the fertilizer going. As you can see, I'm sort of cycling through a system here. And then we put in fertilizer. Alright. La 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 la. Alright. So I'm gonna check my water wheel. Just a little bit of maintenance. Keep the water, the water, like I said, powers the stuff that runs all the time. Yeah, it goes back in here. So I need to make more of the titanium. I threw it in here. Because we need to put it over here because we only have 3 bars left, and that's what I use to upgrade my titanium knife and my pickaxe. What's the recurve bow? Recurve bow requires the aluminum. I have plenty, so I'll repair that. I've got 16 more over here. Okay, so I can get my deep mining kit back, which is the electrical tool, the 2 turbines, and my deep mining drill. We can head back out. Keep checking the caves in that area for more titanium and gold. Or I can sit here and see how far I can get in making another field plot. Or some of the new stuff. So what we had the chemistry bench. We have a few things that are backlogged. So we just finished the deep mining kit. So now we have the chemistry bench. Chemistry bench, which is going to require 20 electronics. There are 25 more refined wood. Refined wood's easy. Let's do that. We need 25 more of this. Go on that. We need 20 steel ingots and 2 more glass. We have glass. Glass is not a problem. So I said 20 steel ingots. 20 steel and 10 composite. 20 steel and 10 composite. So steel are these. I'm gonna need more coal from the box. And more iron. So we got coal, iron. Okay, we might need to go grab some more iron. So we might have to go back to that first cave and harvest what we can of whatever's in there. Because I'm starting to run low on stuff for the composites here. And the steel blooms. Actually we don't need, we only need 2 more. Okay, so I can start working on that. What was next? I said composites. Let's not see. Chemistry bench. So, oh, I only need 10, whatever. No, it's 10 composites, 10 composites. 20 steel, 10 composites. So, composites are these, which are the 10 organic resins, which I need oxides. Oxide is stored by the oxygen tool. Okay, we do have oxide. Oops. 10 of these. Oh, wood, we have plenty of wood. Alright, and then we're gonna make these. Okay. Now the question is, where am I gonna put my chemistry bench? It should theoretically go up here with my herbalist. But to put it up here, I'll have to sacrifice, like, something. I can sacrifice this bin. But I don't think I have enough space. I can move some of this stuff here. Or I can sacrifice this. Put it against the window here. Or I can just put it downstairs for now. Like down here. Okay, so let's start moving some of the stuff that I've been making into the thing. So let's do the refined wood. Okay, and then we need the steel. Still working on the steel. Move the composites over. One more steel going. Okay. So then I still have, then I have my beehive. And then I had the fire extinguisher thing. Those are the 3 new things, or those are some of the new things that I picked up. We're trying to add them to the base. So I'm running low now on iron. I can throw the gold in. No, I want the composites to go before the gold. Where'd my composites go? Did you just destroy my composites? My composites disappeared. I had 20 composites that I went to pick up from here. Where did they go? You just stole my composites. Those are expensive. They're not on the ground anywhere. I don't have anything in my inventory. I have bone arrows. They also stole all my bone arrows. I don't think I shot that many bone arrows. That is disappointing. That's expensive. That's resource intensive. You shouldn't be doing that. So, I don't have any silica for this. I don't have iron or silica. So you took away the resources that I needed to do this when I had it. Like, that was bullshit. This is why, you know, you have trouble getting people want to play these games. Because these are resource-intensive things, right? They're hard to find. And then you just take them away, and it was stupid shit like this. You gave me 1 gold and took away all of my 10 composites when I was trying to change the production order of the creation. So now I gotta go get all that iron. Because you consumed all of my iron. I have to look out for silica as well, because I have no silica. Okay, so we have silica here. Like, what I did is I was picking up the composite to change the production order. And it was depositing as I was picking it up, it's obviously a race condition, right? Because as I was picking it up, it was placing the gold into the slot. So it's obviously a race condition. I went to pick it up and it dropped something in the slot and gave me the thing that dropped in the slot instead. So you should lock the slot, give me the item, and then drop something into the slot. Like, this is basic developer race condition, man. Like, I can tell you exactly what happened because I know what happened. It's like, I went to pick up composites from the slot. It dropped the production machine saw it was an empty slot, dropped a gold thing in the slot and gave me the gold. It didn't give me the composites. So you need to lock the slot. If I go to pick something up, you lock that slot until it's in my inventory. That's how you fix that bug. Basic race condition, and you're not allowed to drop anything from the creation, the production machine into that slot until that other object is already in my inventory. Textbook race condition. Which pisses me off because, like I said, that was a resource intensive thing that I lost. Now that I know it's there, I have to be very fucking careful not to pick stuff up. Like, I used to do QA, can you tell? I used to be a developer as well as QA. So I started in QA, and then I was doing software development, and then I went back to QA. And then I was doing game development. But I never found a large enough team to do any indie studio stuff. Like, I couldn't find the artists that I was looking for, because you know, everyone thinks they're the best and deserve tons and tons of money, even though there's no income, right? You don't get paid when there's no income. You're supposed to work like I do for free until we have like some sort of product that we can sell. But a lot of people out there are lazy. They're just buying. They're buying what other people have done, and they think that throwing money around makes them worthy of working somewhere. It's like, we don't need people who, you know, steal money and spend money. We need people who are willing to, you know, shoulders out, do the work, man. Like, sleeves up, man. Let's get our ass together and do some work. Like, if I had found the right people, I'd be making games right now, not playing them. Like I have the ability, like I'm a generalist, right? I can do most things at the high level. Like I can do a lot of the work. I'm a workhorse. I'm also a planner and an organizer. So I'm really good at what I do, but I still need people who can like fill the gaps, right? I can't do it all myself. But you need people who have the right attitude, who want to sort of like work for, like start at the bottom, work for nothing, volunteer, work together. But you find people who are just out there looking to steal what you've got, and they're rooting it for the rest of us. Like they're blocking us from finding the right people. They're taking what we've got and not letting us profit on it. I think I can handle most storms, but I want to run back. Alright, I think that covers what I lost. I wasted a whole run on this, but... And I'm stuck running in the middle of a storm, which sucks. I've pumped up my storm defense as well, so that I can run through the storm if I need to. I'm not supremely far away, but I'm not gonna hit your baby, I'm just running past it. I'm trying to get back. Fiber I wanted. Let's try to pick this stuff up. No, I can't. Oh, it's the stone I can't pick up. Back? Oh my god, we might outlast the storm. That's a long storm. I didn't anticipate just how long it was going to be. I'm trying to get back before the red pit hits me. I can see the little thing. Back. Storm exposed. I can see the base, it's like right in front of me. I gotta get there. Sad to die right in front of the shelter. Yeah, I know I'm exposed. house is like literally right there. Oh shit. I had to pot. Oh my god, now is not the time, guy. Come pick up your body later. Holy shit. I'm back, guys. Did you miss me? Okay, so I need to make a bandage. Cause I got cut up in the storm out there. You gotta be careful going out in the storm. Like, I've pumped up my storm exposure, so if I didn't do that, I would have been dead. The silica usually goes onto the cement mixer. So I don't have a lot of it, but now I have some. I have some stone. So then we have iron, which is what we ran out to get because we were out of composites. Stole my composites in the damn race condition. And now we've got all this iron, which is better. Okay. We almost got our level too, doing that. We got our level. See, look. Where did the... there it goes. It came out for the wolf body. Biofuel going. Got the stringy meat on there. Drink some stuff. This one's done. This one is barely going anywhere, so we're gonna have to replace that soon. Okay, so then we got pumpkins, corn, and thingies. Okay. Leftover stuffs. Alright. How are you guys doing on food? 93, you're still okay for now. But I should probably feed you before I leave. Alright, we need the composites. This time, do not move them. Oh, it did make the composites. That's interesting. It gave it to me. That's interesting. Okay, so now we were doing the chemistry bench. We have to make the electronics now. Okay, so electronics, we need, how many do we need? 10? 20. Okay. So if we need 20, then we're gonna need some more gold. We need 8 more gold bars. That's 9, that's good enough. So we need 20 of these. We need 100 total. We got 85. Alright, that's good. And then we need a bunch of copper. Make up what we can. And then we're gonna need 20 of the... I need 2 of each, right? So if to make the electronics, I need double organic and resin. So I need 40 organic resin and 40 epoxy. 40 organic resin and 40 epoxy. We're gonna need more silica. Alright. We need to get more oxide, I mean. So we're gonna need to get some oxide soon. So we need 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're already there. And then I need a bunch of the tree sap so I can make the epoxy resin. I need 40 of this as well. That's 20. Grab some more wood. We need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now we're gonna need more copper. That's the copper I got. Oh boy, it's intensive. Because you need 3 of these for every one, right? 3 copper bars. Oh boy, I gotta make more copper. Aluminum. That's all I got. Oh, hold on. This one's also copper. See, copper is the one that's killing me here. We got to 14. We gotta let that go for a bit. Got some stone I can put down. What do we got? Still have my deep mining kit. I have leather that I'm holding on to for some reason. Okay, so what do we want next on the tech tree? Hold on, talents we know. Talents we don't think about. Planted crops yield more seeds when seeds can be collected. That's what we're trying to get, is seeds. And we'll do this one, planted crops grow faster. Planted crops more, like we'll just do all of these. Grow faster, more resources. Don't wither. So the chemistry bench is part of my herbalist kit. Which is my special build. Once it's in, it's in. It's just pain in the ass to try and find the resources to get it in. And I just need one more. Put the iron back. Okay, I'm gonna go chem. Get our chemistry bench done. Alright. So, the question is, where do I want to put this stuff? I take all this, and we'll pick this dresser up. I'm thinking I'll put it here. Ooh, it might be too big for here. How do I rotate it? How do I rotate it? Oof, it's just slightly too big, man. Okay, hold that thought. Cancel? Can I move these two over there? F? Do I have anything in here? I gotta move stuff first. Okay, so if I take what I can, and I put it in here, and I take what I can, and I put it in here, then I should be able to pick this stuff up. There's more stuff in there. Damn it. Okay, so we're gonna deploy you. I don't know why it's not letting me rotate it. So we got one there, and then we got this up. We're gonna deploy it beside it. So we've got medicines and kitchen over here now. And let's see if I can move this stuff back onto the bench. Nope, that was my thermos. Reset. And then we had all these pots, which also should go on the medical bench. I'm gonna pick up this stuff. Oh my god. I'll put it on the food side temporarily. I have this guy. We're going to remove the crude one and put the... Okay, so we're going to pick this up. We're putting the chemistry bench on this side. Which it barely fits, but great. And then we're going to put the nicer dresser on this side. Medium wood crate. Where'd my nicer dresser go? Okay. Okay. Let me pick this up too. Oh boy. I gotta get rid of some of these fibers. Alright, let's put the fibers away into the warehouse. Way too many fibers. I have another crate. I don't think I have space in here for another crate. What do we got here? Take that, drop the spare crate. Okay, because I need to pick this up. Because we're going to put it on top of the dresser. We're going to put this down here. Too far. So I want to put this down here against the wall, as far back as we can get it. Beside the seed thingy. And then we're going to put this guy on top of the thing. This thing needs water and power. Okay, so then we're gonna go... So power's not gonna be a problem. We have power running through here. Okay, and then water is below, just behind the wall. I just gotta get the tool for it. So now I got my med lab up here. So medical stuff is crafting over here. In the middle is the tailoring, and then over here is just the personal living space with the extra medicines kitchens. So if I can make the extra medicines here, which it looks like I can, I might even be able to move this bench into a different location. And actually move this back over there. So hold on. Pick this up. So if I take all of this, I can put it onto this bench. So the paints go into the thing. Take all. Right? Because this is now where I can make all my medicines. Proper drug lab, yo. Okay, so pick this back up. And we can actually put this back. This one back up. I can move this stuff into the kitchen. I'm gonna have to take some of this stuff back. I would like the proper storage, though. Okay, so hold that thought. We're gonna move. I'm gonna put this back here. But to do that, I'm gonna have to take some of this stuff away. Out of here. Put it into the warehouse. Leather. This is fiber, bone. This one was leather. No, the one further in was leather, which is already full. Holy shit. The back one was charcoal, if I recall correctly. So we're just gonna put leather in here then. So we're rejigging our space here. Take all of this, put it onto here temporarily. actually, no, those go into the other space. Damn it. Here you go. Gonna pick this up. So put our dresser back in there. Alright. And then we're gonna put our mortar and pestle back on top of that. I might want to get another storage box back then, which I put it downstairs. Or I can put the 2 benches here. I don't think I need the medicine bench here, but so now I can throw stuff back over here. So we had the honeycomb, the paints, fats. What do we need for these? I gotta get the charcoal back, damn. I gotta get the thing with charcoal. Oh wait, I have it in here, I don't need it. Charcoal. Organic resin, epoxy. Survival kit. Instantly heals basic, deep, and nice. So I can build that stuff with my healing kit here. So this is for the... I have that one still. Wheat, sulfur, fiber. And the poison paste and the anti-parasitic paste. So the paste you still need to make on this thing. I think. Or no, the paste you make on this one. That's the kitchen bench. Pill. Where do you make the paste? Do you make it in your inventory? Oh, you make the paste in your inventory and then you do stuff here. So it's like, okay, I have the rough stuff over here and then I can transfer it over to the sciencey stuff. But I need to put water into that. And then I have storage again over here. Okay. So I'm using the workbenches for storage because they have much larger storage. Okay, so my apothecary zone. So we got crafting over in the middle for the tailoring. I've got some mashing by the window, and I've got my, I guess I got a baby kitchen bench here. Alright. And what I could do is if I wanted to put the storage back out, I could. But I'll leave it. What was I doing? Going to bed, probably. What are you guys up to? Need to feed you soon? Alright, we'll go to bed first. I gotta hook up the water as well, but we'll do that tomorrow. This. You guys want food for sure. So I threw all my wheat onto this thing. Pick that that up. And I need some sort of seeds. We got lily seeds. Okay. You guys have food now. Enjoy. They're hungry. Okay, we gotta put carrots in. We ran out of, it died. So we'll put some more carrots in. We got here anti-poison. Okay, I gotta put that back. Carrots. Okay, what else we got here? So that'll start growing. So every once in a while they'll stop growing. And when they stop growing, it means you have to replace the plant with a new seed. Okay. There's another tonic. Anti-poison pills. So the pills are better than the tonics? Yeah, the pills are better than the tonics. Alright, I still have my mining kit on me, so we're gonna go back out from mining or just checking our plants. I got a goat. We got a goat! Whatever, we don't care about the goat can wander. So, I have the marble kitchen bench, which does most of the stuff that the other kitchen bench does. I need the water tool. That's what I came out here for. And I wanted to check out the plants. Okay, these are still growing. Water tool. I got a goat. Can't feed the goat. What was it doing? Just checking the plants. Still. Okay. So we're doing a bunch of stuff. Seeds go back in the seed maker. Okay. Wheat goes in the wheat thing. We've got 185. Well, we got some excess. I was hooking the tool up with water. So the water is currently on the back wall there. So I have to have it come up here. No. Can I just, yeah, it's a little nicer looking. Alright, so now I can make stuff here. We've got chemistry. So we got advanced textiles here. Technically I could remove the advanced textiles bench, because I have textiles over in the workshop now. We've got the electronics textiles bench here. So this one does all the platinum weave, Arctic pelt. I don't think this one does anything that one can't. So if I want to free up this middle space, um, problem is I'll have to pick up all this junk. It's like, how do I want to pick up all this junk? I can slowly start moving it over to the other textile bench. Right? It stores more stuff anyway. And then I have this space, which I can free up. I can turn it around and make like a cozy table or something instead in that space. And all my spare benches I'm storing over here right now. This is all my older stuff. So if I wanted like the rustic stool or a little round table. So if I can now do this, and then deploy this on this side. What I could do is I could even move this. Onto this side. What's the fat for? I'll put it over here. I don't know what it was for. Alright. Now this looks kind of a little more open. I can get to the window to look out. This is my herbalist's little house. So we've got food and medicine production on this side. I can move this medicine bench elsewhere. And I can move the food bench over here. Like that. So now it frees up this corner to access the... I don't know, do I want to turn this way instead? You know what, I like it shoved in beside the fireplace. I'm just stylizing a little bit more though. I think I want to put this a little bit more to the left, like that, so I can walk around it. So my seed production, I just put it immediately up the ladder so it's easier to access, but I can now put something against this wall if I need to. And it looks a little bit nicer. Getting the excess tailoring bench out of here. So the tailoring's now in the workshop. Because I did already have the more advanced bench. And then I can take all this shit out of here. Because we're not doing any of this production over here now. And dump it in here. There we go. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh, the medicine bench. I was gonna move that to the kitchen. So the common area for folks who have the ability to make medicine. Can I get it in there? No, it's slightly too. Nope. So like you're gonna put it here. Oof. Can I take all this? Can I put it over here temporarily? Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to rehook that up. Removing the marble kitchen beside the other one. Or putting the salting table under the... and actually it would be nice if I could move this right beside the... We're gonna organize this a little bit nicer, and then we're gonna rejig all this. So we want the kitchen bench to be right beside the fridge, so we're saving as much space as possible in here. Just a little bit of space, not much. Okay, and we're putting this thing right beside it. Colliding. So hold on, 0. Okay. Nope, what's going on here? We gotta get them. Nope. Guess I do have to put it out slightly. How's that? And I have room for one more bench? Or counter on this side? Okay. And then I put stuff into here. Take all. That's supposed to go onto this bench. And this goes onto the salter. So I have space for one more bench. Either the marble, the kitchen bench does the basic stuff, but it's not a butchery bench, right? So maybe I should unlock the butchery bench. We got kitchen storage. The best cabinets this planet can offer. Or the corner bench. I guess I should do this is the storage one. That's what probably should be there. We didn't have anything else. We have an electric stove. That's what should be there, actually. More electronics, though. Oh, boy. Alright, we'll do the electric stove. So we'll put the stove on this side. Now let me hook this stuff up with water again. This one need water? It's optional. Alright. The water's off. I don't think I need it. Okay. So those are rehooked up. And then we got the stove that's going in beside it, which is going to be next, I guess. Stove. So we need 10 electronics, more glass, aluminum. We got aluminum, glass. There's a storm coming in. That's okay. We're not moving too far from base right now. We have more copper. 10 more composites. I think I had the composites, right? Yeah, the composites are done. So it's just the electronics and the copper. Okay, so 10 electronics requires 20 resin and 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it requires 20 of those. Oh, we need sulfur. We're almost done with the sulfur we've got. Alright, so that's what we need for the electronics. And now we just need copper. Do we have any copper? Oof, we're gonna run low. We need 10 electronics. That means we also need more gold. Oh boy. So we have 1 electronic, we need 9 more gold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course the copper. Stove need in copper wire. We needed 40 copper wire, so let's see if we can do that. No, we're just out. We're just short. Alright, I don't think we have any more copper. Okay. We have absolutely no copper in here. We have absolutely no copper in here. Do we have any copper over here? No, no copper over here. So we are out of copper. So we're just short of our stove. We gotta find another copper source. We gotta wait out our storm first. enough with the animal fats we've got here. Why are my wind turbines in here? My shovels. Mats. Alright. What are we doing here? Alright. And I don't know what to do with these sponges. How do we destroy it when it's empty, I guess? So I have my 2 deep mining drills. I gotta put the water tool back down. I only need to carry around the electronic one. Okay, those are my other mining kits. Alright, we got 3 more blueprint points. What do we want to spend it on? We got the smoker, which we can work on. If it doesn't require copper. What does that require? Smoker. Oh, it does require copper, god damn it. Okay, we aren't doing that. Advanced alteration bench? I think that's what we have here is the advanced. Oh no, it's just a regular alteration bench. But again, it's electronics. I can unlock it with the intent of eventually having it. What's this one? Office designed to display information. I don't think I need that. Air conditioner? We can put that in for if we intend to eventually... Heater and air conditioner for if we intentionally one day want to go to the... I just can't build it, that's the problem. What's the dehumidifier? Oh, you can put it in caves. So these 2 would be useful to be able to move into, like, build outposts in warmer and cooler areas. So I can start building a base that I can move to temporarily while mining further and further out. So maybe I should invest in that. But again, it's going to take a while to build those. Because they're going to require electronics, but it'll be on the queue and I'll be able to do it. So let's do those 2, so I remember to do them. What's the contact radio? Kick off operation. Not work. There's no contact device in the map. So, so I can carry the radio around, so I can call missions without, you know, through a process of electron. Oh, okay. So I no longer need the ore. This might be useful to do, as well. It's gonna start consuming my power. That's another thing I need to work on, is to improve the power of the base. Right now it's like it's fueling the lights and the stuff I am using when I need to use it. I think I should do this one. What's the water borer? Oh, okay, so I can put this over the geyser as well. I don't think I need to do that. I have water at my river here. So this might be useful though, so that I can get the oxygen out of the water supply instead. So I don't have to mine, or I can use the oxide ore from crafting instead. So I'll put this on my queue as well. Okay. Alright. So we need copper desperately. So we can go back out to that area. Let me just check my farms before we go. So now that I've got power and water, I can, upgrading this to make it work off the water instead of the oxide is actually not a bad idea. It says I need sulfur. Oh boy. See, because I'd rather fuel it off the water than the sulfur as well. Like, I'm running low on both of these things. So I gotta get sulfur. Oh, that was the right button. I'm trying to get to this. Okay. So I gotta go for sulfur. I gotta go for copper. You guys are good? You could eat before I go, but I don't know that I have anything for you, really. Let's see what we got here. I suppose I have some stuff. Do camaras and pumpkins. Need to pick up my wheat. And then pumpkins. The wheat back. I need to make more arrows before I go. So we need bone and sticks. Bone and sticks. Oh, and leather. And the leather. What's going on? Why are you not letting me craft stuff? Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, I have water. I need to grab some more food before I go. Okay. Food. I fed you guys, I gotta feed myself. So we can grab something that's in the fridge over here. Let's grab these. So my base is kind of practical. Alright, so we're looking for sulfur, which is the yellow stuff. And grab a few more oxide, I guess. And we need copper desperately. Mostly copper and sulfur. Copper and sulfur. I'll leave the oxide. I can grab it in on the way back if I need to. I have some spaces for emergency oxide. Here's some sulfur. Alright. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna look for caves. Deer. So we're looking for sulfur and copper. Sulfur and copper. And gold if I can find it, I guess. But gold's not a problem because I know where to deep mine it. Cool. Sulfur and copper. Looking for caves. sulfur and copper. Here's some sulfur. Alright. A cave up in here. Doesn't look like it. I do have to make some spaces for some foodstuffs to come back. Taking the yeast would be useful because they don't expire. They don't go bad. Uh-oh. I hear a storm brewing. Hey! This is green. What's that about? Where am I on the map right now? I know there's another mine in here, so let's check over there. Here. Pumpkins. So, I mean, we've done some stuff. We've got our chemistry bench in. We got our vapor condenser for, you know, extraction from geysers. We're working on our electric stove. If only we had the copper. So the flowers don't expire, so they'd be great things to make seeds out of. So I know where one geyser is. It's towards the gold mining cave. I think there was supposed to be a cave on this wall. I don't remember what might have been in it. There's a cave over here somewhere, was there not? Where am I? Oh, it's up the wall. It's on this one. Yeah, it's this way. Where am I? I thought there was one on this wall. In here? Yeah, over here. Alright, what's in here? Okay, good copper. Let's just deal with the bees first. Come and get it, bees. Okay, well, I'm gonna just pick this up while you're thinking about that. Okay. Copper. Maybe if we'll get really lucky, there'll be a deep deposit down here. Iron. We are really lucky. Okay, so we're setting up our power. We're gonna sit here and mine some copper for a bit. Okay. Oops. What happened? One here. One on this side. Because they can't be too close to each other. They don't run. And then we got 9. So we gotta set up the power network from here into here into here, and then this thing has to go into the cave. There's 2 of them actually, but I only have 1 mining kit. And I go back into 9. So while I'm exploring, we can do the mining. Cool. Okay, so we got the iron. There are 2 deep minings for copper here, which is good. So now I have electronics sorted. I know where the 2 deep mining caves are. Oh, we got exotics. That's good. So the fact that it's accessible means I can get to stuff with staying in the forest region, and I can still just, you know, consistently work on my upgrades. What's going on here? Do we have no... Oh, it's too close to the other one. They don't work when they're too close to each other, unfortunately. So you gotta make sure they're a little bit farther apart. Okay. Alright, so that'll do its thing. Okay. Since I'm here, I might as well grab the iron. Because I need it for composite making. Alright, and I think that's all this cave has to offer besides the deep mine. So, what else is around the area? We can do some oxide. Okay. I have to remember to keep 3 inventory slots to bring back my stuff. Those are just ferns. We got soybeans. Alright, so we'll stay nearby. It's getting dark. So, whoops. We currently have 38 copper, but I guess we'll sit here for a bit and grab some more. If I can get another extractor... Okay. I just need to find titanium to keep, that's what I need next, is to figure out where the titanium deposit is, so I can keep my tools upgraded at titanium level. So you have to be smart to play this game, and not, like, run out of resources. You have to know where the deposits are. So if I go to map, so I'm gonna put a, can I put a drop I only get 1? I only get 1. So I can do portable beacons. Like I can pick up steal the portable beacons of these two little house things. Um, so I can remember where these things are. And I guess we'll end it here. Maybe next time, if I play it again, you can see me get the other stuff in. But this is Icarus. It's kind of just a survival whatever. You dump a lot of hours into it. And you just sort of progressively work on your base and your experience levels to get better techs. And yeah, as you can see, there's a huge tech tree. There's a lot of stuff to unlock, and you can play it the way you want to play it. You don't have to domesticate animals or farm if you don't want to do that. A lot of people just, do the crafting and exploring and like fighting things. I figure it makes more sense to play it and nest and make a base and go survival mode. But like I said, everyone plays it their own style. And there's DLCs. There's two DLCs which I haven't been able to touch yet. One was around there was a missions for fighting bosses, and I'm not a fighting person, so that one didn't really appeal to me. But the ability to explore different areas. One of them sounded like you had to drop yourself down on a new world, and that didn't appeal to me either. I want to stay on the world I am. But you can see some of this stuff. The one that did appeal to me is there was the one that there was expansions here for homesteading. I think, where was it? There were technologies that required, um, what was it on tier 4? Like if you unlocked the DLC, you would be able to get more stuff that you could tailor for homesteading and whatever. How do little cow icons? Here. The one that has the homestead decorations pack. So you can get, like, some of this stuff it looks like it's just cosmetic. So if there was stuff that was specific to homesteading, that would be more appealing for me. Like some of this stuff is locked behind a wall. Like you see the star stuff, that's Prometheus. You need to finish missions to be able to get those. So some of the stuff would be like, okay, so this is what a lot of players like to do. They like to do the missions and the combat to unlock all this other stuff. And these will help you do like different expansions and you can get bonuses on yourself, like special weapons, uh, bonus experience. So you can get yourself statuses. I haven't gotten to that level yet. I'm still trying to unlock some of the basic stuff. So here's this homestead fridge. This is a red fridge. Yeah, it's fine. So like having stuff that would be specific to me would be stuff that would support homesteading. Like right now, I'll show you where it is. Like I gotta take the stuff back actually. So let me take this back. Now that I know where it is, it's fine. We'll finish off the episode and I'll take all this stuff back, build the stove. You can see the stove and then we'll talk about what's in the workshop and how the organics work maybe. Because some players don't understand that mechanic. Like there is other stuff outside the tech tree that's unlockable by purchase. You purchase it by finding organics and by finishing missions and getting gold from missions. So let's get into, I'll show you what that looks like. I'm just gonna go back to base with what we have on and see if we can finish off that stove. Just making sure I picked up all 3 items. I did. Where am I going on the map right now? Yeah, I'm going the right way. It's hard to see at night. You can see I've been here in a little stone pile here. I hear creatures in the background. Sound like horsies. It's scary at night. But I'm in the area where the creatures aren't so deadly. As you get further and further out, they get more and more deadly. Like there's buffaloes and bears. The bears are kind of deadly. The buffaloes won't attack you unless you attack them. You just don't attack the buffaloes. But the boars attack you, the bears attack you, and the wolves attack you, and the horses. So those guys will kill ya if they see ya. But yeah, like I said, like I don't want to, like I want expansions that augment my homestead, right? I don't want expansions that require me to leave the homestead, abandon it, and have it, you know, like have to rebuild from scratch somewhere else. If anything, the only thing I want elsewhere is mining outposts. Because that's all I need, right? Like that's what I'm thinking about, is trying to build a, get up to the point where I can survive a different temperature zone, and build a temporary small mining base. Because like I can get up here into the snow zone maybe later, or up here into the desert. But like I said, I'm gonna need, I need to build up to it through my resourcing. So now that I have an awareness of where the deep deposits are for the electronics, that's like a good progress. I should grab this portable beacon that's just sort of like sitting here. I don't need it to be here. It popped up here on one of the missions I did a while ago. If I can move the portable beacon to the mines, at least I can, you know, navigate myself to them easier. This one here is me, so the first one is me. Then I've got one up here, which I think was the geyser. Alright. So we have some for you. I need to top you up. I should leave you a spare stack. And then some for you. Got some stone. Iron and copper. So we'll put the copper in here. We got the iron for you. We got the seeds. So you can have the pumpkins, you can have the berries, you can have everything that's, oh no, that's, okay. Let's quickly check the farms every time we come through. So we gotta keep the seed production going, otherwise we have nothing to feed our guys. No tree building. Bad tree. Pumpkin carrots. Wheat to go over here. I'm just gonna leave the honey there. I have one bee for the thing, but I'm gonna sleep first, I think. Alright. This is my primary This is where my spawn spot is. Because it's at the front gate. And, you know, my character does all the medicine stuff. How are you guys doing? 91, 84, you still have some food in there? Okay, you guys are good. Oh, I've got some more sulfur in my bar over there. Cool. Bee goes in the beehive. I'm gonna check these plants out. Okay. We're done. We're done. Oh, they took away my seeds. So I'm gonna need to get more mushroom seeds for that. I don't think I have any more thorn seeds. So we lost our thorny. Oh no, I have one. So I can put the one bramble back in. And... the bramble was supposed to be for defense, right? You can make defensive structures. What are we doing here? Inventory. Deploy. Deploy. Let me just check upstairs. Yep, okay. Oh, we have bee. Take a bee. I don't know what happened there. So what happened to my beehive? They took away some of my stuff? Or did it just not get placed in the right place when I moved it? Well, whatever, we got our beehive on its way there. We're still missing one piece of the beehive, which is on a queue. So... take the copper. Take the copper. And we need... what were we doing? We were doing the stove. We needed 20... we needed 30 more wires. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Good enough. Now we go to stew. We get our stove in. Put that upstairs. Oh. I don't need this lantern on. And we're gonna deploy the stove. Ta-da! We have the kitchen looking better now. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? So we still have the salter, so we can preserve foods, but at least now we can, you know, cook some fancier things. Fruit muffins, vegetable rolls, unknown ore, seed bread. So now we have a collection of things that do lots of different, you know, food benefits. This thing needs electricity, so let's hook it up. You can just barely see the wire behind there. Come on, we're trying to get to the... might have to pick up the other thing first, or just... there we go. Does it need water? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why does it need water? Okay. Why does a stove need water? I guess for the food recipes that you're linking it to? I'm trying to get behind the things so that I can... There we go. Okay, so we got the sort of more rustic stuff in this corner, and then we've got the fancy newfangled stuff against this wall. Alright, so we got our stove. That's a big accomplishment. Now I'm sad I made the cooker, but oh well. Let's eat this. Let's eat. Drink this. And then I can fill this back up, like, from this thing. I could fill it from the tap, I could also fill it from this. Alright. So now, like I said, we gotta ship the organics first. Usually they dump it on this side. Or are you dropping it on me here? That way? Are you actually gonna be inside my... Are you inside today? Oh, you're inside my base today, nice. I got another 31. Alrighty. So that is Icarus, like I said. So we did some expansions. We upgraded the vapor condenser, the chemistry bench, and the electric stove. So we got some stuff in, and we located the deep mining deposits for copper, which we needed to continually produce electronics to continue to build stuff. So we're making progress. I mean, I just noticed I have this ugly water cable over my roof, but oh well, whatever. We have also unlocked some more recipes, which I can build. So next will probably be beehive. So we were doing the extractor, which is 8 more electronics and 2 titanium plates. So this one might take some time. We need more glass, but we'll work on that later. But you can sort of see, yeah, stuff. And then if we want to eventually move into the, like, build a temporary base in the cold region and in the, shoot, get back over here. And, how do I move the map? Oh, I have to hold down this button. So we have the desert up here and over here. And then we have the cold region up here and over here. But, like I said, I gotta work on some sort of armor upgrades before I can, go in there without dying in 5 seconds. But at least now I have the technology to build a base that will give me a heater. But I don't see myself moving away from this base anytime soon. I think it would just be to place outposts up there. Like temporary landing spots for any mining activities. So, okay. So we're gonna go to, can we return to the character selection? So we're gonna look at what does the exotics do for us? Because some players are like, I don't understand exotics. So as you do missions, you can unlock money. And you combine money with exotics you find on the planet to unlock or to order things. So you can order like special seeds or special animals. For me, I think I see myself using it for ordering the animals. So you choose your character. And then you, on this workshop screen, it shows you what currencies you have and what you can do with them. So you can sell exotics, you can transfer exotics into money if you have more exotics than money, but you can do things like order custom armor or, you know, get better backpacks. This one's cute. I like the little whatever. But like and special modules and tools, etc. But what I think is more interesting for me would be the creatures. Like you can get chickens and cows and sheep and pigs and then do real farmstead. You can do puppers. There's an expansion pack if you like pets and want a specific type of pet. You can get a special dog or cat. So here's an orange kitty, black kitty, fuzzy kitty, another fuzzy kitty, puppers, puppers, puppers. Oh, horse. You got 3 horses, 7 puppers, and 5 cats. If you like animals, you can get an expansion that does that. And if you wanted, you could do special saddles too. I don't use saddles right now. For farming, you can get special seeds, but most of these are the seeds that you already have unlocked. They're somewhere in the world, and you just have to find them. I mean, I haven't seen kiwis yet, but... or prickly pears, or agaves, or potatoes, or tomatoes. So there's still some stuff out there that maybe I haven't found that might be in the environment, or maybe it's only unlockable via this interface. So maybe later on I can spend some cash here to get special seeds. What else do we have? We have water purification foods, special bandages. You can get the radar that will help find, what was it? How does this find? Detect using, oh, exotics. It helps you find exotics. Power stuff, a special extractor. So there's a bunch of stuff. I don't know what Norex is. Oh, they're like, they're stims. They're like medicine stims. So there's some stuff you can save for, and for me, I'll be saving probably for animals once I have my farming expanded. I need my farming more sustainable so I can feed more creatures before I can add more creatures. But, I mean, I don't even have, like you can see, it costs 500 gold. I don't even have 500 gold yet. I can unlock, once I have the gold, I can unlock maybe chickens and breed chickens or something. Or get sheep and have wool. Like, because you can use wool to make better armor as well, like warmer armor, which I might have to do at some point. But like I said, at that point you're trying to gather more exotics and currencies. So I think in the base game you have these ones, and in some of the expansions you have these, which you can flip for more stuff and different things. But like I said, I'm still trying to work my way on the open world. If the creatures packs and the homesteading pack comes on sale, I might decide to pick it up someday to expand the homestead. But as it stands, I don't have moving further out, I don't have the resources to build it, right? So getting the DLCs will be less, there's less of an incentive for me unless I can actually use them, right? Because what good is unlocking a blueprint if I can't build it? Because, I mean, like I said, it's 2-step, right? It says you research it first for 500 gold and 250 exotics. Then every time you want to craft it, you have to pay 250 gold. So you have to have 750 gold before you even want to think about getting this chicken. Plus you need the chicken coop unlocked, which I don't have unlocked yet. Did I unlock it? Well, it was on my list, right? So if I go back to loadout, or go back to home, and go back to my tech tree, I don't even know if I had the chicken coop unlocked yet. I know it was on my queue of, wanting. No, I don't have it unlocked yet. So, like, until I get that unlocked, there is absolutely no point for me in getting chickens. And you can get, like, farming cart attachments, seeding carts, farming carts. So like I can drag it behind my. That would be interesting to play with if I can clear the backyard area and see if I can create like a farming yard. So maybe I'll put my chicken coop on the fishing island instead. So you can have a cart that's for seeding, for watering and harvesting. So it's interesting that they're looking at some automation stuff. And then this one, you can place the cart inside a buffalo or tusker to um, lug stuff longer distances. So I'll getting to the point where I can, tame a buffalo, to bring a buffalo back so I can have the big heavy cart. That would be nice. Because these guys look like they only work for... What does the farming carts work with? It doesn't tell you what they work with. Like who can I put on the farming cart on? Can I put it on my horse? Or do I need a buffalo? Like this thing needs a buffalo. This one needs a buffalo or a tusker. I only have a horsey. So this is the stuff I want us to try to play with. Like, what does all this shit do? All the creature components. So this one you can lure wolves, hyenas, skunks, storkas, and griddlers. So you can get some of the... You can tame a wolf. That sounds kind of cool. This one is only in DLC. So you can get, if you get the DLC for the pets, you can get fancy little pet beds. So, and then you can do a nesting bed if you're breeding animals. So juvenile baby animals can sleep at sleep spots. And you can get nicer animal feed. Which I should probably do at some point. But yeah, so like I said, there's lots of stuff to work on that you can, expand through, but it's just a matter of, playing long enough to unlock the points to figure out what you want to put it into. Like all the stuff I'm putting into right now is I did a lot of work on just getting the crafting kit up. And so now I'm just sort of making stuff. Like, I haven't done any of the decorating. So, like, this is flower. You can do flower pots. You can get fancy geodes. You can put signs. Little decorate. Well, the decorations require you to finish some of these missions. You can get statues. And all of this would be great to have, but like I said, I'm still working on the base. 70 hours in, I'm still working on the base. So it's a work in progress. It's a labor of love, I guess. But like I said, we saw there was one very problematic glitch with losing inventory in that race condition, which really, really pissed me off because it took a lot of my resource-intensive stuff. But we worked around it. We survived, but it's like we lost some stuff. It seemed to come back after a while, but that's good. It went back into the device, which it wasn't a complete loss. So, yay. Anyway, so that's where we're going to end it for today. It's just this quick look at Icarus. It's something I've been playing and I wanted to play because I've been seeing other people play. I'm like, oh, I want to play too. So I'll add it to the queue of games I may play occasionally when I rotate through games and I play what I feel like. So that's it for today. Until next time.